Hello everyone. I've heard that a lot of people want some just more general stuff, and so the lemon is coming off the road for a bit because we're focusing on Project Kev, and this then is going to be the new daily, particularly for me, towing stuff, just getting around. Wanted something comfy, plush, just for once, something a bit just easier just to live with every day. So this is it. It's pretty scabby. It's done 200,000 miles. Well, I say scabby, actually it's not. It's got little bits of scabbiness around it, but they're pretty small for its age, you know, little scuffs and buffs here and there, but it's really not that bad. It's pretty straight. Colour coding that cap back there will help make it look a bit better. It's got some aftermarket wheels. It's just passed MOT with 2 advisories, which isn't bad for its age. It's been sat in a garden for quite some time. But I'd quickly take you around it. Just, you know, there's a few trim bits that would be nice just to sort out. The interior is in pretty good condition. Well, it's really good condition, I think, actually. There's only one little bit of damage on the back seat. On the leather needs conditioning, but, you know, it's cleaned up really nicely now. I've given it a good clean. The backs are the same. Nice condition. These do have fancy wheels, tow bar, thank you. It's lost its little alley trim here, I might sort that out. And some number plates would be good at some point, they're a little bit tidier. I do wonder about this fog light thing, 2 fog lights here, that, if I'm honest, I do wonder about the fog lights a little bit. It's like an afterthought. It'd be nice if they put them in the lights and not had them next to it. It looks like a trailer. Has this cool function on these, which part of me doesn't know why they exist, but they must be useful to someone. Still think it's pretty cool. Decent boot, obviously, on these. Pretty practical. And that's about it, really. It's got tinted rear windows as standard. It's got these visor things that pop up like this for something. And my favourite part of the whole car is that wonderful panoramic roof. Really sweet. Makes it nice and bright inside the car. So there's a few things we need to do on it. It's just past MOT. But it could do with some glow plugs, and although the brakes are new, it's been sat for a year, brake fluid desperately needs flushing through. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to flush these brakes through, and then we'll take it for a drive and see what it's like after I've done that. So it is sometimes the little things. So I still haven't worked out heated seats not working. We'll get to that. And we've got a few bits on order now, which you might see. But this, well, there's 2 things. One, I need to sort that out because it's sticking out and it keeps catching on this. Yeah, that keeps catching on there. But basically, one give a little tap and it just flings open. So you end up putting your elbow on it all the time. But it would be nice not to have to do that. From what I can tell is there must have been, I know you can't see it very well, there must have been a spring in there because it's just flapping around. So I cut that off a bracket because it's got some nice spring already to it rather than trying to make one and then it going rubbish. And basically, flicking this in there, no, not like that, I'm struggling to do it one-handed, but I wanted to show you. Because it's the little things in life sometimes, isn't it? That flicks in there real nice. Doesn't pop out. Creates a bit of springiness. Doesn't stop that shutting. That does. That's annoying, that. So, now it shuts firmly. Won't come undone. You can lift it forward as you should. And then, if you want to open it... Oh, look at the retroness. I know it's not tapes, but this modern age, look, there's slots for CDs. Kids these days don't even know what CDs are, let alone cassettes. There's obviously be some copper in there. That might want cleaning up. Peugeot handily knew how reliable their vehicles would be. They've made the OBD very accessible too. Very nice. So, nice. Sweet. So we're going to change the brake fluid. I've got some special fluid coming for the electric power steering. These have a bit of a funny fault with them, and who knows when the last time that fluid was changed, so I'm going to change that. And I've got a full service kit coming. It's been pretty well maintained really, this car. I've got no service history, but you can kind of tell underneath. Bushes get changed, suspension parts get changed when they need to. It's a bit scabby in a few places, so in the summer I'm going to rub those back and under-seal them, but we'll come to that later. So I just thought I'd give you an update on the daily basically. This is now the daily. We're going to give it a bit of service at some point when the parts arrive, but today, brake fluid change. So that's basically the brake fluid changed, and what I've done is backed off the handbrake cables, which is a right faff in these 407s. Like the release adjusters under the ashtray behind the handbrake, it's right faff. And I can't get cameras in there to show you, and it's just boring. It's boring enough to see what I've done. You saw just a second ago that I've replaced one of the brake nipples. It all rounded off. Thankfully none snapped off. I was a bit worried about that. The rears are new-ish, so that's handy. The fluid came through quite nicely, still a little bit of movement, but what I've done is I've backed off the handbrake cables. I'm going to give it a good drive, not touch the handbrake cable adjuster, and then give it loads of hard stops, try and get those rear calipers to adjust out, and then we'll adjust the handbrake, and hopefully we'll get a better foot pedal. I have a feeling that's what it is, that the rear shoes, the rear pads, sorry, are just sitting away from the disc slightly, and it doesn't give a very good, if it's adjusted on the handbrake rather than the foot pedal, even though it's rear brakes, it doesn't give a very good foot brake. So that's what we're doing on the 407. I've had enough today. She's a bit of a barge, but I'm relatively pleased with her. So we'll probably put a clutch in her pretty soon. That'll be a fun day. Thanks for watching. Unless I show you anything else, then thanks. See ya. Bye.